Hi guys, welcome back to our channel, Graveyard Sisters, and it's Leslie here, and I am in East Kilbride Old Parish Church and Graveyard, and I'll just stand back and let you see the church. It is absolutely beautiful, guys. I've looked online, but when you're here in person it is just wow, absolutely gorgeous. And I have some information here before we go and explore some of these gorgeous tombstones. I've had a little look around and yeah, it's lovely in here. So this churchyard was developed around 1170. This church replaced an earlier Kilbride church which was declared to St Bride's. There are records from that period to prove that this is very, very old, this whole site here. So it was likely used for burials since the 1170s too, and again it would have just been buried and burials and burials on top of burials and top of burials. So what an interesting fact that I've also read is if you go by a graveyard and the pavement is lower than the graveyard, it's because over time there's been more earth put on, more earth burials, more earth burials. So you know, over time, goodness knows how many people have actually been buried here, more than we'll ever know. And again, back in those days they didn't do tombs, headstones, people just got buried and no records. So yeah, it's very interesting to know that yeah, this has been here for a very, very long time. This present day church was built by James Pollock in 1774. It is a B-listed building, and we have an 18th century mausoleum here too, to the Stuarts of Torrens Castle. There is an index to the burial grounds which is owned by South Lanarkshire Council, and it has been a great help to people to locate their ancestors. So they've logged and categorised a lot of these. Some are very, very illegible, some are very, very legible. But it is nice to know that if you know that you've got maybe an ancestor buried here, you know you can come and find them. So yeah. So this is the entrance here, and this leads out into East Kilbride village, which is a beautiful little village. And the sun's on my side today. So the original entrance but was to the rear of the church, and beside those gates are the remains of a small building. And that was a shelter for elders in the minster who organised themselves to protect the graves against the resurrections. That was people who were employed by autonomists during the 18th and 19th century to steal dead bodies and use them for science. So there is a little structure down here that we're going to look at, and basically this is where, you know, as I say, the ministers and the elders would sit in there and try and stop the body snatchers. It's crazy to think that, you know, in this day and age, you would never think about it. You would never do that. It would never cross your mind. But maybe people were just more desperate for money back in those days, weren't they? And yeah, would do anything, including digging up dead bodies. But yeah, so the records show that between 1875 and 1905, 30 years, that there was an average of only 50 burials a week in this cemetery. 50 burials a week. So how many people are buried in here? Unmarked graves, paupers' graves. Oh yeah, so many more than we'll ever know, I suppose. But yeah, at that time the village was the village population was below 4,000 people. So for 50 burials a week was, yeah, an awful lot. And I presume maybe a lot of them would have been babies and children, which is very sad, isn't it? So that's a little bit of the information and the history, and I will put some information in a link, you know, in the description box, and a link to here so you can have a wee read for yourself. And I'm going to change hands, guys, because my arm's falling off. But it's good to be back. Oh, as I said in my video the other day, I'd lost a bit of motivation, and every time you looked out the window you seen the rain, and I was like, oh, couldn't be bothered to come out. But I've missed it so much, and I mean, I don't know how much I'm going to get through here today. It's really big, but we'll try and get through some, and I'll need to be careful because I've got a feeling I might go on my backside, and if I do during the video, please don't laugh. But this one's caught my attention because it's got a rail around it. So let's go and have a little look. So, yep, here we are again, guys. And again, interestingly enough, all the headstones always face the same direction. I think it's the point to east. If that's wrong, please correct me. I'm sure that's what it is. This one's just down, but so here we have one that's actually railed. And this is the burial place of James Marshall. Don't think it's a surgeon. I think it's his name. But yeah, maybe it is surgeon. Who died 7th of February 1862, age 88. The remains of this affectionate wife, who died January the 5th, 1823, are deposited here. Strange how they word it, isn't it? And it's strange how they don't put all the same word on the same line and they'll just carry it on. And then we have another one here, which is completely at the top, it's just illegible, but it's David Marshall, who departed this life March 1883, I think, age 84, and his wife Jane 1907. So yeah, there's a lot to explore. So apparently in 2022 they found, look at that, guys, sorry, it's beautiful, isn't it? 2022 they found the oldest grave, and they think that there's probably more in here to unearth, and it was 1703, and I've got the layer number, but I really don't know how to find it. I'm going to be honest, so if we do come across it, hopefully I will. If not, you know, maybe I'll come across it another time. So I'll just make my way across here, guys, gingerly. And I'll walk across. It's just very wet at the moment. Some of this is quite sloped down. So I'm trying to find some that will catch my eye. So we've got an 1836. Here lies the remains of Jane Clark, who died on the 6th of November 1852, aged 1 year and 7 months, and of Agnes Gilmore, who died on the 15th of October 1833, aged 3 years and 10 months, daughter of George Espy, MD. Sure that says. I've not brought my torch, I'm kicking myself. Also of George Espy of, but I'm not even sure, who died on the 6th of September 1841, aged 52, and of his children John, who died in infancy, Jane Clark, who died on the 9th of December 1856, aged 17, and Robert Clark, who died on the 10th of May 1859, aged 24. A lot of heartbreaking, one stone, one big stone. And some of them are illegible, some of them are in great condition. So we have, I think that's a 17, I think that says 1704, guys, isn't it? 1704? I don't think that's a 9. 1704, guys. Just love these beautiful old stones. Look at this, look at the writing on this. Robert Riddle, Isabella Watt and family, 1825. Beautiful. And the weather's improving. Hopefully we've got past the storms now and we're just waiting for the nicer weather to come in. These are gorgeous. Look at this. Coats of Dykehead in memory of John Coates of Dykehead, MD Glasgow. He died the 8th of June 1879, aged 64, and Jane, his beloved wife. 29th of September 1871, she was 48, and both are interred here. Amazing. It's like a plot. I think there's more writing on the other side, which we'll go and see. Here also rest with other generations of the family James Coat of Dykehead, who died the 18th of May, aged 61, Margaret Wilson, his wife, 1873, aged 86, his eldest son, James Coates of Dykehead, who died the 25th of July, 1860, aged 56, and then you've got his daughters, Jane, Marion and Margaret. And they all died quite old, 80, 90 and 83. So the whole family's buried in there. Beautiful, isn't it? This is in memory of John Reid of Castle Farm, Mearns. He died the 17th of May 1874, aged 44. His wife Margaret Park. Margaret died the 31st of August 1906, aged 76, and their daughter's Agnes. She was only 9. And then John James Park, who was 75. I love these marble ones. It's like they never seem to deteriorate. I've got a very old one here, guys. I always get excited when I see an old one. This is the burying place of John Bowman and Janet Hood, his spouse, in memory of John Bowman, their son, who died November the 28th, I think, 1806, in the 12th year of his age, and also William Bowman, and he was 21, and he died in 1822. Very young and old. Old stone, very young people on an old stone, sorry. This is like from the other side, you can see it. Beautiful, isn't it? And I've just remembered that round at the front of the building there's a memorial, and I think I've literally walked by it on the actual building, so I'll do a little short in that because I've just remembered. I'll do that on the way out, guys. Beautiful. A lot of trees kind of fell down again with the high winds. This is lovely, isn't it? This one here. Erected by friends and members of the West UF Church in memory of Mary Somerville, a faithful member, the last of the Weavers, who died the 21st of August 1906, aged 85, the last of the Weavers. It's really nice, isn't it? I like that. Oh, there's the bell. 2 o'clock. Love hearing the bell. I'm a bit gingerly, just don't want to go. Well, I do. I'm going to have to go down because there's one I've done a little short on, but I want to show you it in a bit more detail. It is absolutely amazing, guys. It's got every example of Memento Mori. When I seen it, I just thought, oh, and a beeline straight over to that first. So we've got some here. This is lovely, look. In memory of John and Janet Mann and their daughter Agnes, and also Helen Dykes Mann of Shield Farm. This one here, I think quite old. So yeah, this is the burying place of John Aikenhead, farmer in High Murray of Kilbride, and his family, Jean, maybe Strang, And then I think it's just sunk, very old, but I love these old ones. And then again, I'm going to go around here because this has caught my, it's quite unusual, isn't it? Look at this, guys. This is quite unusual. Big, this is James, who died May 1841, aged 21, and Joseph, who died 1818. I think that's 18 months. And also in memory of the children, Helen John, who died 1847, maybe 47, aged 12 days. Agnes, who died. Christina, who died, I don't know, aged 3 months, 2 months. Another Christina, and it's kind of sunken, but it looks like there's just all babies in here mostly. Babies and young people. So sad, very unusual stone for it to go across like that. It must have been quite high up and big at the time, and it's sunk over time. So yeah, it's quite unusual, isn't it? Go down and down. It's not slipped yet. There's a lot of very sad little one here. In loving memory of Jeannie, daughter of John and Mary Jane Bell, who died at Stanley Road, Saltcoats, 7th of December 1883, age 4, and then Thomas, and he was only 6 months. Babies. Rest in peace. But yeah, there's a lot of on the floor here, but you can a lot. Some very old ones here. So what way do I go, guys? Do I go straight to the cool one, or do I go this way? Will I just do another video? I think I'll go straight to the cool one and we'll do another video in here. There's so much to see, guys, in here. There's so much. So let's go. We'll just go straight to the cool one because I just want to show you it. And there is writing on the back. It's just, I've already looked at the writing. It's maybe hard to read, but we'll do it. I will promise I'll do my best. I think this is one of the best stones I've ever seen, guys. Look at this, guys. This is absolutely... Just let the camera linger on it a little bit. Look at this. This is amazing. Absolutely something else here. Sorry, I'm just going to get my handbag there. So we have the veil, the curtain. We have the angel. We have the wings. We have the hourglass. We have the book, the skull. An actual amazing example of memento mori, and I think this must be in the 1700s then. So that would be the 18th century. This is definitely a fine example, guys, of memento mori. The hourglass, Fugit Hora, and it means the hours fly by, or the time runs short. Symbolises that time is passing rapid. If it's on its side, it's a life cut short. Feathers or wings, that's the ascension to heaven. I can't stop looking at this, guys. I'm sorry, I can't stop looking at this. Look at that. How amazing is this? What a surprise. An actual surprise to see this. And I'm looking around and I'm not seeing anything that comes close to this. So I'm going to go around the other side. The writing is actually really hard, but I'm going to try my best. In the corpse of Wilmum, maybe? Dykes Lane. his spouse. Struggling co-bride, I see, who was there, I'm not sure, 1700, is that 1700 guys? Accidentally lost his life on the day, I think that's 1763 guys, I think. And whom he loved dearly, following his father, whom he loved dearly. And then it's really difficult to see, but wow, just wow guys, what a surprise. I'm so glad I could show that with yous. What a surprise. And it's just right next to this little structure here. Interestingly enough, this was the entrance, the original entrance to the church, which is obviously fenced up now. And in here would be where the elders or the minster would sit, a shelter. I would have had a roof on it, and they would have sat in here looking out, watching this, you know, hoping that someone doesn't come and rob the bodies. Amazing, absolutely amazing guys. So I'm going to leave this video here, and I'm going to do another one. I may do a couple actually. I'm not in a hurry to go anywhere today. And there is a mausoleum as well here, so yeah, I will be doing another video in here. So please hit the like and subscribe button, and tune in later for more parts of East Kilbride old graveyard and church. Thanks for watching.